I'm Budda and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, I'm talking about a super big concept that you probably have heard a lot, but maybe you don't understand what it is. And that is the edge of breakup. What is the edge of breakup? You are breaking up, but you can't clean up your sound with your right hand playing. Let me exemplify this. I have my Firebird here plugged into the VibroChamp reverb amp. It's a new reissue, and it's one of the reasons I've been loving small amps in the studio, because it's not loud enough. It's not loud at all, I mean, and you can crank the amp. You can put it at the edge of breakup. That's how I use all my amps. So basically that means with my right hand, no volume, so volume at max, everything at max, I can play gentle. It sounds clean, right? But actually it isn't clean. It's kind of in the edge. So if I dig in with a little more strength with my right hand, it breaks up. It overdrives a little. So I can play really clean. What that means is that you have a lot more expression, because if you dig in, if you play harder, the amp compresses and distorts a little. But at this edge of breakup, it means that I'm not completely breaking up. I'm not overdriven. I'm kind of a little breaking up. And if you play more content, which very often people forget about that concept, if you play more notes, you're actually sending more power to your amp, so it distorts more. So if I play a full 6-string chord like a G, it's way more distorted than if I play just a G string. That edge of breakup is actually where you get the amp clean on single notes, cleanish, but it's compressing. So it gives you some flavor, the BB King flavor that I was playing. You see, when I dig in on the chord, it kind of distorts, but it's not a full distortion. But when I play melody, it's sustained. And a little compressed. That's why I'm loving small powered amps, because you can get to this level of compression and breaking up at a real quiet volume. That's why I'm using the VibroChamp here in the studio more than ever, because it's not super loud, but it's on the edge of breakup. If I would use the amp cleaner, let's clean it down. So I'm on 5.5, let's put it on 3. Or also, this amp has low and high power input, so course, I'm quieter. You hear it's way jazzier, way cleaner than if I use a high powered. And an amp like this enables me to use pedals in a better way, using pedals like Lightspeed by Greer, Less Slius by Love Pedal. These are pedals that are not super distorted, but they push the amp a little more. Let me show you. By having the amp at the edge of breakup, I just need a little push. A clean boost is also an option. And now, after hearing the amp with the Greer, you feel that it is clean. We know it's not, but it's great to use like just a little push, almost no gain, just volume. But still, with this kind of push, I'm still at the edge of breakup. I'm just breaking up a little more, but I still have the dynamics to play quiet and the amp cleans up. I just need to play really, really gentle. It's harder. And for some people, this sound that I have now can be called the edge of breakup, because you still have, you're still on that edge, means that you can go a little less or a little more depending on where you dig. So I can play quiet. With a little tremolo. And then dig in a little more. And this is actually probably how I use an amp when I use no pedals, because then I can also use my guitar's volume to clean it up. Not only my right hand, how heavy I play, but I can use, this is the sound. So I can easily go to the same sound with the guitar full on and the pedal off. Another way to do it is to crank it a little more. Like I like this amp on 7 instead of 5.5 because it goes more into that breakup thing. And why is it important, or why is it interesting to have an amp on the edge of breakup? Well, first of all, you're having the tubes or the valves, depending on where you are in the world. You have that technology compressing and distorting. So you're basically taking advantage of the sound of the amp and of a very beautiful piece of gear, which is a tube. That means that you have a lot more expression at your fingertips, because you're basically able to play quieter and the amp will get you a different tone. If you dig in more, it will break up. So you have an increment of gain that is continuous, not like you turn on a pedal or you turn off a pedal. So then you can use all the expression note by note. You can do like stuff like you have a lot of dynamics. That's where I love the sound to be. I need my tone to be dynamic for me to be able to express my playing and to play gentler, smoother, strongly, invariably different. But I also need the amp to be loud enough so I can hear myself when I play quiet. Otherwise, with an amp like this, playing with a band, it will be hard for me to be playing this level, because I won't have any expression, because the drummer will block me out. So this is not super powerful for a live act, but playing like with the 12 watts, like my 57 Tweed, or playing like with a Princeton or a smaller amp, it's great for small stages, because you can crank the amp a little, so you can put it on the edge of breakup, but you're not overpowering the PA system, so you're still at the manageable volume. And that's basically the question of why guitar players need to play loud or are known for playing loud, because there's no expression on quiet playing. There's no expression when the amp is anemic, and that's why people say you need to crank your amp or your tube amp in order to take advantage of it. It's not cranking, it's not putting it at the maximum volume. It's just getting it to that edge of breakup level where things really start to happen. It's where tubes start behaving. It's where it's worth to have tubes. So unless you're playing jazz or MPB, Brazilian music, which I also do play, in that case, I can go easily with a transistor amp, because I don't need the compression. I need the articulation and the transient. But for everything else, it's really important to have the tube to compress a little. And when it compresses too much, when you push it too hard, it starts to break up. And that is the level where I love my amp. Unless I'm playing with no pedals, and then I will use it like cranked up, like this is now, and I will tame it with my guitar's volume. Fully up. Or you can do the Jimmy Page trick where you have your neck pickup in a clean position. All of those options with a breaking up amp. But the critical part, and resuming all of this, is that what you call the edge of breakup is having the amp being able to go down. Because in here, if I use the amp on this setting full maxed out, I have not an option to play quiet almost. It's not super distorted, but I have it very distorted. There's no option of cleaning the amp up with my right hand, and that means I'm past the edge of breakup. I'm distorted. So the edge of breakup is exactly that point that enables you to go back into clean territory, and if you dig in, you go further into distorted tone. And there's a variation on the point of the amp that is on the edge of breakup, depending on your playing and what you need. But as long as you're able to come back to the clean point of the amp with your right hand, just with your playing, not with the volume, because with the volume everything is possible. But just with your playing style, that means you're in the edge of breakup. Well, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider leaving the thumbs up, subscribing the channel, and sharing it with all your friends. This helps YouTube to suggest the video to other people, and it's important to me. It's a little help you can give me. If you want to help a little further, you can consider becoming a patron. Patrons are keeping the channel going on, and I have to thank my dear patrons right now for doing that for so long. Thank you guys, you are incredible. If you also want to become a patron, you just go to the link, follow the steps. You'll be getting early access to episodes, free video lessons, free backing tracks, some guitar tabs, exercises, etc. that I occasionally upload. And my huge thank you, of course, for helping the channel. I'm also opening up for guitar lessons, so if you're interested in guitar lessons with me, I teach via Google Teams or whatever platform of streaming there is available, so you can have lessons with me wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much, my friends. We'll see each other next week. Bye-bye.